Hi, I'm David Regelin, and this is a video for those of you who would like to have a very relaxing, simple stretch while laying on your back. So if that sounds appealing, you're in the right place. We're going to start on our backs and take a few moments to completely relax. So you do this by letting go of your body, letting yourself level off on the floor. And we'll take 3 full breaths together. As you inhale, allow the rib cage to expand and spread wide. And as you exhale, let the breath go all the way out. And the rib cage will compress. And do this 2 more times. Inhale, stretching the ribs 3-dimensionally, front, sides, back, top, and bottom. Exhale, the breath goes all the way out. 1 more full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We'll start with bring the knees in towards the chest, and you're going to take a hold of your legs and gather the knees in, and you can lift your head off of the floor, and if possible you're going to hold on to your elbows and just take 3 breaths, hugging yourself for 1, 2, and 3, and then lower your sacrum down to the floor and hold on to the outer edge of your feet. And you can call this happy baby or dead bug. And you're taking 3 breaths here. Now, if possible, you're going to move your sacrum down towards the floor. If not, it's good enough that you have the back of the shoulders, back of the head level on the floor. And we'll take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to bring the soles of your feet together like a diamond shape. Interlace your fingers around the outer edge of the feet, and then take 3 breaths here for 1. You want the heels to match up, the balls of the feet to match up. You're opening that I shape between the arches of the feet for 2, and 3, and then hold on to your feet separately. And now you're going to start to open your legs out to the right and to the left into a V shape. Now your legs might straighten out all the way, they might not. Either way, keep a hold of your feet. So rather than switching to the calf muscles, keep your knees bent. And if you can extend your legs out, you might. And take 3 more breaths here for 1, 2, and 3. Then bring your legs together and release your right leg down to the floor, holding onto your left leg. And we'll take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, 3. Now again, you can have your knee bent the whole entire time. Your bottom leg, you might keep extended on the floor. Start to open your left leg out to the left. Instead of letting the foot fall all the way down to the floor, keep your right leg grounded, keep your sacrum grounded, and take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, 3. Now, your right arm stretches out to the right, like it's your collarbones continuing, and you're going to hand deliver your left foot to your right foot. So you roll all the way over until your left foot is caught by your right hand. You can catch the outer edge of the heel. And then you might, again, keep your left knee bent or keep it extended, and then lean back towards your left shoulder and take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and 3. And then just release your left leg onto your back. We'll start the whole sequence again. So bring your knees in towards your chest. Hold on to your elbows. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor and make yourself small and compact. 3 breaths for 1, 2, and good. Lower your head down. Hold on to the outer edge of your feet and take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, 3, and then bring the soles of your feet together, interlacing your fingers, heels match up, balls of the feet match up, and 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and 3, and then open your legs out to the sides, and 3 breaths here for 1, 2, 3. Bring your legs together and release your left leg down. Keep a hold of your right foot. So your left leg is stretching long across the floor. Your right shoulder you pull back to find the floor behind you. And 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and good. Open your right leg out to the right and hold the left hip down on the floor. You can use your left arm for 1, 2, good. Lift your right leg up, bring it all the way over to your left hand, and then reach your right arm away and lean back to the right shoulder for 1, 2, and 3. Good. Release your right leg down next to your left leg. Keep your right arm out to the right, and you're going to use your left leg just passing by your right leg so you can roll all the way over onto your front. Your arm goes across your collarbones, and you might need to look at the video for this. Not that it's so amazing to watch, but just so you can see, your right arm goes across your chest. So you're laying on your right arm, and then you're going to turn your head towards the right, and you want the whole round shape of your right shoulder to fit into your throat. So it's a nice stretch for the neck, and you can put your left hand on the floor like a pillow and take 3 breaths for 1, 2, and 3. Good. Your left hand can hold your right wrist, and you roll over onto your back. And your left arm comes out to the left, and you roll over onto your front, and you turn your head to the left, and your right hand goes underneath your ear, and take a few breaths here for 1, 2, and 3. Good. And you take your right hand, hold your left wrist, and you roll over onto your back. The next thing you're going to do is flip over onto your front. We'll start with the right arm. It goes out to the right. You're internally rotating, so your thumb points down towards your feet, your palm faces up to the ceiling, and you're going to use your left hand next to the left side of your chest, so you roll over onto your right shoulder. You can bend your left knee and place the foot flat on the floor. Your right leg is extending. Your left arm, it could stay here for support, or you take your hands behind your back. Your head, if you're not sure what to do with it, you're arching your back if you know the pose Shalabhasana. So you're lifting your chest up, so your spine is extending, and then you'll know what to do with your head. You can have your head on straight, you can look down, you can look up, but it's not just hanging out there on its own. 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and good. Roll back onto your front. Left arm is out to the left, palm facing up. You bend your right knee, plant the foot, hands behind your back. You arch your back and lift your chest up for 1, 2, and 3. Good. Rolling back onto your front. And the next thing we're going to do, we'll need some blocks. So take a moment to grab your blocks. One block you place like so. The other block, you can start out on its highest height, and you can always lower it down. You're going to first start out reclining onto the first block, so the block meets you right around the bottom edge of your shoulder blades. And then you can start to recline a little further, and there's the second block. And if you wanted to, you could lift it up and go lower, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'll start with it on its highest height. It's the easiest way to begin. So this in its own right is special. You can just lay here and enjoy this. But you might want to add on this little piece. You take your right arm underneath your left, you wrap up the arms as in the eagle pose, and then you lift your elbows up and you reach your arms overhead and take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and 3, and then switch. Left arm under right, and 1, 2, and 3. Good. Then lift your arms up, hold on to your elbows, slide your shoulders up so your arms can go over your head and they reach a little bit further down the block, and you let the shoulders open up for 3 breaths here for 1, 2, three, and then lifting the arms up, just switching which arm is on top, and taking the same thing, allowing the shoulders to fall back for 1, 2, and 3. Good, and come up. And then come up off of your blocks. Set them off to the side. Lay down, relax, and take a few breaths just to let your body level off on the floor. And the next thing we'll do is we'll take a simple bridge pose. So you bend your knees, plant your feet flat, arms are down by your sides. You want to be able to touch your heels, so you might scoot a little closer to your heels so you can grab them, or at least you just graze them with your middle fingers. And your feet are about a sitting bones distance apart, which means they're just in front of your sitting bones rather than outside of your hips. And you'll press your feet down so your knees move over your toes and your hips lift up. And then you walk your shoulders further behind you, interlace your fingers, press into your feet and pick your chest and your chin up, your hips up, and take 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and lower your seat down to the floor. Then you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee and allow both knees to drift over towards your right. And lean back towards your left shoulder and take 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and 3. And come back through center. Left ankle over your right knee. Your knees drop over towards the left. And 3 breaths here for 1, 2, and good. Come back through center. Extend your legs long. And relax. And once you've rested, bring your knees in, roll over towards your right or whichever side, make your way up to sit. Set yourself upright, close your eyes. Thank you very much.